Oh, this is awesome. God, I fucking love UFC fighters. UFC fighter Bryce Mitchell says he won't be vaccinating his kid and wants to homeschool him so he doesn't end up gay and communist. And I fucking love that, dude. More of this, please. I mean, this is basically eugenics in the other direction. Like, you literally are just saying, like, I'm gonna kill my child. Like, it's fine. If you're this desperate to populate the earth and then have them die, then who cares? You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry. Modern medicine can only take you so far, okay?
I want to show y'all Tucker James. He's over 12 pounds now. He was born at 7.8 pounds.
Yeah, he won't end up gay and communist because measles will kill this kid before they can walk. Yup.
So he's very healthy. He's doing very good. I wanted to encourage y'all not to vaccinate your children because I think it's bad for their health.
Hell yeah, brother. You're right. Because honestly, anyone that believes that message and goes along with it is probably going to kill their child. I feel kind of bad. The CTE is screaming. Dude, let me tell you something. If you fight against modern medicine to this degree, at a certain point, you know, natural selection has to kick in. Like, we have developed society to a certain degree where we thought, perhaps foolishly, that like we had overcome nature. Okay. And yet man still rears its ugly, animalistic, primal head. Okay. Every part of our existence on this planet is unnatural. Okay. Every part, from skyscrapers to modern medicine. And if you are this desperate to kill your next of kin, okay, there's nothing I can do for you at that point. You might as, this is, in my opinion, functionally a late term abortion. I feel bad for the baby, but you know, the baby's already got the fucking 500-yard stare anyway. Look at that thing sucking on his thumb like, yeah, I'm gonna die soon. This is fucked up.
Kill him, give him some type of make them autistic. I mean, seriously, these vaccines are poisonous. So
bro. I mean this with all sincerity. The autism vaccine would save this child. Perhaps the only thing that could save this child. Okay. Give this kid the homosexuality, gay autism vaccine pronto. Save his life. Maybe it's just me, but I think every child should have autism. I agree. My dad was so stupid. He believes the reason I'm autistic is because he vaxxed me and said it's his biggest regret as a parent. That's awesome. That's so funny. I work at a pharmacy and a lot of 18 and early 20-year-olds are coming in for MMR vaccines now. Where did the idea even come from that you can become autistic? Well, one, you're on Twitch. So this is the closest you can actually get to becoming autistic, even if you weren't. But beyond the jokes, it actually comes from a former doctor by the name of Andrew Wakefield. During the time of the MMR vaccines mass release in England, Andrew Wakefield had his own vaccine, a competitive vaccine to the MMR vaccine. So he decided to create faulty data, torture a bunch of children in the process, and come out with a debunked study that showed the MMR vaccine specifically were causing autism. Now, of course, they debunked this in England, where at the time they at least had some level of competence in their medicine. And then they were like, you're no longer a doctor. What the fuck are you doing? So what did Andrew Wakefield do? Well, he did what every snake oil salesman does. He came to the land of the free, home of the brave. And he had a phenomenal career after that. He dated models. He lives in a fucking massive compound. He travels the globe as the foremost authority on vaccines causing autism. He moved to America and made a fucking killing. Okay? That's right, as a matter of fact, because we love dupes. We are dupes. We're a nation of dupes, and we love dudes who fucking sell us a lie. Anything that distracts us from the actual crippling, awful, oppressive nature of late-stage capitalism and, you know, beams our interest in the exact opposite unproductive direction, like whether it be flat earth conspiracies, whether it be vaccine conspiracies, whether it all, of course, almost always ties back to Jewish people at the heart of all of those conspiracies, doing like all of this evil stuff for no other reason other than the fact that they are like lizards or whatever. Anything that keeps us away from recognizing that, you know, the systems are designed in a way to churn out these outcomes that are slowly but surely killing us and making life unbearable, you know, is great. I will lean into that garbage all day, every day. Jenny McCarthy also helped propagate the vaccines give autism. She was a massive advocate of it in the late 90s and early 2000s. Jenny McCarthy, I shelved a shit ton of her dumbass books about being victim to her autistic child who got it from vaccines when I worked at Borders in 2009. So many Karens bought them. Let's keep going with this.
Don't vaccinate your kids. Tucker's also going to be homeschooled. We're going to have to homeschool our kids, or they're all going to end up
Hell
turning
yeah, baby. Not vaccinated and homeschooled. I want to make sure this child is broken, okay? I want to make sure that there is no fucking way this kid is all right.
Hey, and that's the reason that I'm going to homeschool Tucker's, because I don't want him to be a communist. I don't want him to worship Satan. I don't want him to be gay. I'm going to have to homeschool him. Now, look, guys, out of the public schools, they've took...
Who the fuck is snoring in the background? At first, I thought it was the noise coming out of that baby. Someone is just passed the fuck out.
The most valuable book of all time, which is the #1 selling book of all time.
Harry Potter, the One Piece manga. I'm teaching this baby the immortal lessons instilled upon all of us by Oda.
Oldest, most accurate historical document that there ever was, the Bible. They took it out of the schools and they replaced it with Edgar Allan Poe, who's shacked up with his cousin, okay? My son ain't gonna be...
Wait, what? Bro, you can't be looking like this in a wood cabin like this, talking a big game about fucking your cousin, okay? You can't look like you are the byproduct of cousin fuckers while simultaneously being like, I hate cousin fuckers. You understand me? Only I get to fuck my cousin.
Be reading no Edgar Allan Poe, okay? He's gonna be reading the Bible.
Yeah, no Edgar Allan Poe for me. No, thank you. Okay. Guess what? I'm not even letting this child learn how to read. Okay. He's not even going to know how to read or write.
That's just how it is. And I'm just telling you, if you don't teach your kid these things.
Yo, he drilled his balls to a plank of wood with a power drill. That's how he was known at first in the MMA scene. Respect. Wait, how was he still able to have a child?
He's going to be fed right to the...
This is a trad male who sits in the driver's seat of his baby mama's car waiting for her to get out of work, and then he slides over to the passenger side when she's walking out. Alpha.
Devil, okay?
Well, to be fair, he's not allowed to drive. So what is he supposed to do? Okay? The goddamn communist nanny state took his driver's license away after he ran over those children. Okay? It's fucked up. Thank God his daddy knew the DA. Okay? So they were able to drop the charges, but they still took his license away. He didn't have to go to jail. But, it's kind of like a jail when you're not allowed to drive, okay?
So we're not going to let that happen here. And actually, when I was at the hospital, they said since I didn't want to do a PKU, which is where they draw blood from the kid, they poke them with the needle and draw their blood and then test their blood. I didn't want to do that. And I told them, I'm not doing a PKU. None of that's going to happen. You're not sticking this kid with a needle. Then they told me that the DHS was going to come and investigate me, had rights to take the kid, all of this. They threatened me with violence from the government, basically. Now, they said, what do you think about that? And I said, well, that's all right. I'll be dead. And they said, what? I said, you heard me. I said, I'll be dead. It will be a cold day in hell when somebody comes try to take this baby from me. You understand what I'm saying? I don't care if it's DHS, FBI, CIA. I will be dead before anybody lays a finger on this child without my consent. And so that's the kind of passion it's going to take from parents. And if you're not ready to do that, to go to that extent to protect your child, you shouldn't have a child, because I will die for this child. And I'm going to ensure he has the best life that he can.
Like, why is he making this video? Just live your life, dog. I don't understand. Like, what causes someone to be like, I am calling on the authorities. I'm trying to have a standoff. I'm trying to have a standoff with federal agents at my house when they are forced to take action against me. Like, he could have just had all of these opinions and just kept it to himself, and people would just suspect that he's probably doing child abuse, but he didn't have to literally be like, I'm doing child abuse. You understand me? I'm doing child abuse. It's my baby. I can do it if I want to. You can't do nothing about it. It's my child, which is kind of like my property, okay?
And that's all I have to say.
Yeah, I'd rather die. To be fair, though, it's crazy. He says, I'll die and leave this baby fatherless instead of being a good father. I'm going to be honest with you. In that situation, it might be a dramatic improvement on the baby's life. just saying, okay? The way he has detailed what kind of future awaits this child, it seems terrifying, okay, for the child. Bryce Mitchell on a losing streak, but he can wrestle, though. La, 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 no DMCA. La, 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 no DMCA. La,